Hey everyone, I am so excited to be here, finally in Livvy's beautiful office. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Diana Itza, and I'll be hosting Cacao and Chats with Diana. And for my first beautiful guest, I have the wonderful Livvy. So thank you so much, Livvy, for joining us.
Thank you so much.
We're having our cacao, so it's all settled. We did our drop-in, set our intentions. It's beautiful. How are we feeling with the cacao?
Yeah, I love it so much.
Yeah, beautiful. Amazing. So, if there's any issues with sound, let us know. So just feel free to comment below if you need more volume or anything like that, and we'll adjust the sound accordingly. So I want to just quickly honor beautiful Lena, who is Australian ceremonial cacao. You can buy her cacao online. We're drinking it right now. It's delicious. The texture is creamy. It's thick. It's just right. It's ceremonial grade, and she has blessed it herself. I know she uses crystals as well to bless each parcel before she sends it. And what I love about her cacao is that it comes in little love hearts. So one love heart represents one dose of cacao. So what we're drinking right now is 2 hearts worth. So 1 dose for me, 1 dose for Livvy. So for any of you that are looking for Australian ceremonial cacao, go for Australian ceremonial cacao. Yeah, go for Lena. It is beautiful, and she's the only person that I buy my cacao from. So
absolutely same here.
Yeah, exactly. So thank you so much, Lena, for the cacao. So what we want to talk about today is exploring Livvy's journey into leadership. And we're going to talk about 2 beautiful movements that are happening right now that are currently expanding. So, hey Jody, thank you so much for being here.
Hi Jody.
So we're going to talk about conscious leaders and Together We Rise. We're right, yeah. Together We Rise. We rise, thank you. And how beautiful Livvy came to be with them, what she learned from them, and her journey. So, Livvy, we shall start with conscious leaders.
So conscious leaders. For me, conscious leaders has been the greatest blessing. I've been doing the journey of undeveloping, like we're undeveloping, rather than personal development, like we're undoing. I've been doing it alone for probably 14 years now, and I felt like I had no one I could actually connect with and talk to about the processes I'm going through. Like we are all of it, experiencing all the emotions, and that it's okay to be with it all.
Yeah.
And to still show up in service to others, and being who we be and in loving service, but still going through our own processes as well, and to have people that I couldn't actually have the conversations with. Is something I was desperately seeking. And how I actually came about conscious leaders was through Together We Rise. So this is interesting. Together We Rise came first.
Yep.
And being in that experience where all the tribes were coming together, all this community was coming together, it actually led me to Conscious Leaders Gold Coast, which then led to Conscious Leaders Brisbane, which we get to be support crew of every week.
Yes.
And just put the flag is in the ground, that we don't actually have to go through anything alone anymore. We get to come together and be reminded, receive new information every fortnight that we get to take back and implement in our life if it feels aligned for us.
Yeah.
And the love, just the connection, the love, that room, the energy in that room, it lights you up enough to get you through the next fortnight.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yes. Completely agree. I think a little person wants to get out.
He wants to come in.
He wants to come in. Yeah. I think it's a perfect opportunity to acknowledge mothers out there right now who are kind of relating to the struggle of when you want some time for yourself, time to recharge, time to do stuff with your magic or your business. The little ones tend to kind of need to be reminded, shall we say, that it's important to have some time to do your thing.
They matter, but we also get to, and it's necessary for us to fill our cup too, because we can't be serving them from our highest state if we're not serving ourselves. So it's amazing. My kids actually do usually understand that. the headphones in for meditation. They can come and lie on me and hug. They don't bring me out of it. They just like they see it. They're like, and my little boy, the one that's knocking on the door, he's 2, and he sees on my phone when the meditation screen is like meditation. I'm like, yes, buddy.
Yeah.
So he knows I'm about to go into meditation, and he knows that he can just come and lie with me and be with me, and I still get to serve my cup, and he's still getting what he needs as well. So,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Yeah. So I feel your sister with the little one. Yeah. Oh, hi, Sarah, by the way.
Oh, hey, Sarah.
Yes, the joys. I mean, I can't relate. I'm not a mother, but I completely honor mothers who are doing the entrepreneurial journey, the spiritual journey, the growth, the self-development, and the motherhood
And
journey.
all of it.
All of it.
Pieces.
Yes.
Yeah.
So shout out to all the mothers out there that are
Yes, well done,
feeling
mamas.
the situation right now. So yeah, sorry, I had to diverge there for a second. Yeah, so you learned of conscious leaders through Together We Rise.
I did, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So what? Should we jump into Together We Rise and then?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Together We Rise. So I've been working with Jared Grantham and Abigail Brenda for the past year or 18 months.
Yeah.
I came across them online and felt instantly connected to them, like just who they be, how they show up, the love, the unconditional love, and they never speak in limitation.
Yeah.
They're always calling us forward into greatness, and they see it in us,
Mm.
and they take us to the space in ourselves where we know it in ourselves.
Yeah.
Not just see it, not just believe it, we know it.
Yeah.
And so it's been like an amazing 18 months working with them through several programs, 6 Days of Surrender, which is a 6-day program where there's just a shift in 6 days. Like, that's magic.
Mm.
And it's not them actually doing anything, it's them inviting us to face off with ourselves. Them inviting us to become the observer of ourselves and the on end of our own programming and the conditioning and the beliefs that we've got installed in us, that we've been running, the stories we've been running that tells us that we're not good enough, tells us that we can't do that thing.
Yes.
So they take us to the space where we get to, oh, I see this.
Yeah.
I see that I have that program. And the majority of us all do carry or have carried the same belief systems.
Yeah.
I'm not good enough. I don't deserve love. I don't deserve to be seen. My little boy's probably feeling that right now. And I feel like I want to open the door and let him in for a hug.
Yeah.
Is
Well,
that okay?
Of course, yeah. Okay, so we're honoring the little one right now. And this is all, I feel like this is perfectly in line with the leadership thing. And you have a vision of how something wants to go, but you always know that there's someone that needs to be acknowledged before you can jump back on track. So Livvy is doing a beautiful part of motherhood right now and honoring her little one. Oh.
He just wants to see what's going on here. Say hello.
Oh.
So the not being seen and heard, like I've shut a door. And he usually doesn't have doors shut, so it's a potential that he feels that, oh, she doesn't want to see and hear from me right now.
Yeah.
And instead of creating and allowing a belief to be installed in his programming and put in his subconscious, I chose that actually what he needs right now is to be and see what we're doing and just have some love. So this is where we get to as mums and as humans break cycles.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which is a huge part of who I choose to be as a mother, is to break the cycles and be mindful of how my children are being conditioned. Yeah. So
That's powerful. Absolutely powerful. I'm just gonna read the comments real quick. Mother of 7. Wow.
well done.
Yeah, well done.
That's a hat
sister.
off. I have 4 and it's 7. Wow.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Even the thought of 1 for me. It's like, whoa, intense. How are you feeling, buddy? You okay?
Oh, good manners.
Yeah.
So we're at Jared and Abigail. So we did 6 days of surrender and allowing us to become the observers of self.
Mm-hmm.
And their key is breath work. So it was 6 days and we were doing breath work and when we're doing breath work we're actually giving ourselves a chance to leave the mind and go beyond the mind and body.
Yeah.
And go into the unified field where the potentials exist and where we get to create and become what we actually do choose.
Yes.
So in 6 days, though, there was a shift, and it was like, okay, you guys have got my attention.
Yeah.
To see them online and then to experience their work, it's like, I'm in.
Yeah.
Whatever you're doing, I'm in.
Mm.
And so, yeah, like all their lives, I jumped on all the lives and learned, they just give so much. They give so much for free.
Yeah.
And always so much value in their content, even the content that we invest in, they give so much more value than what we actually, the initial payments. So this is what I love about them, is they're always going above and beyond to serve humanity.
Yes.
It's not about them. They know it's bigger than, it's all bigger than us.
Yes.
And for me, that they were the leaders that I choose because that's in line with who I am as well. So yeah, incredible. And that led into I did 5 days just breathe, which was 5 days of breath work. Now in this 5 days, by day 3 I felt a shift.
Yeah.
And by day 3 I knew that they had this program called Cacao, which was 8-week for us. It was a 10-week journey. By day 3 I didn't know how, but I knew I had to be in there. And I hadn't even promoted that they were doing the program again. I just contacted them like, when's the next round of Cacao? I have to do it.
Yeah.
Because for the past year, like I wanted to do it. I knew I had to do it. But I had fear in me around some of the parts that I knew of it, that I wasn't ready to let go of those identities. So it was so interesting. So when in this breathwork journey, by day 3, I knew I have to do this. I don't know how, like single mom at the time with 4 kids at home, and like how am I going to, like, and I didn't need to know how. All I knew was I had to do it.
Yes.
And so by day 5 of this breathwork journey, I had completely become somebody else. And the actual breathwork segment of the 5 days would be equivalent to probably not even an hour of breathing. So this is what we can do with our breath.
Whoa, that's
in 1 hour. Like,
yeah,
it's just incredible. And I'm like, where has this been my whole life?
Yeah.
Where it's like, we breathe, but are we really breathing?
Yes, I would. Can we just go into that a bit more? So, I would love to know. Actually, has anyone that's watching right now, have you guys done breath work before? If yes, what was your experience? If no, I would love to. I'm new. Do you guys do readings? Not today. But do you do readings?
No, not really. I do it for here, like just to play, but I don't class myself like we're the creators of our own realities.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
for me, it's not something that I'm choosing to do on my journey here in service, but definitely like I can pull cards and give people like intuitive messages. But for me, my side of things is a little bit different to that.
Yeah, that's fair. So no readings today, but I feel that that's perfect. That every spiritual work or light work or whatever label. Everyone has their own magic, and this is what we're exploring today around leadership. Is that there are so many different types of modalities that we can use to help people, and one of those modalities being breath work. So teaching it, living it, experience it. So Livvy was just saying that breath work changed you. Not just your life, but changed you as well as a person.
Yeah.
And your identity has transformed and grown since then. And you were saying that the amount of breath work you didn't even add up to about like hours. Yeah. So it's something that what you said, we breathe every day, but are we truly breathing?
Yes.
And that is so powerful in itself. Even I tend to forget how powerful it is to just sit, especially in times of stress, when your little ones need you, and to really feel your breath, like feeling the sensations of inhaling and exhaling and really being present with it. And that ties into mindfulness as well. It's all about learning how to be in the here and the now, as opposed to just like exactly. Yeah. That's beautiful. That's a fun.
Sort him in there. Yeah. Continue on, sort him and then I'll take you.
Sure. So Livvy's just going to tend to her little ones, and so we'll just kind of focus on the concept of leadership. So I would love you guys to comment below, like what does leadership mean to you? How do you feel it ties in with spiritual practice? And do you consider yourself a leader? And that's what we're exploring today in our chat, which I think is so amazing. And something else that Livvy was saying about Together We Rise, that's Jared and Abby. They understand the balance between give and take. They understand that humanity requires more people to tend to it, more humans to really, care about what's going to happen to it.
Yep. What are we leaving behind?
For the
children
exactly.
and their children.
Yeah.
And it starts with us. Change starts with us. We are the ancestors.
Yes.
That are of the future generations, right?
Yes. Yeah, my cacao agrees too. Just a weird jump thing. Yeah, absolutely. So breath work. I would love to know. Has anyone done breath work? And I'm just gonna see if there's any more comments.
And should we do some breath work?
Yeah, let's do some breath work. We've got cacao, and I did say that cacao is really good for amplifying breath work.
Yeah, I'll just
So
get him sorted. We'll take it out, and then we'll just do a real quick cycle and just allow ourselves to
I'm so
experience
excited.
the breath.
Yeah. So we're actually going to do some breath work as well. So for those of you that are curious about it, that haven't experienced it, we're going to do some right now, which is perfect. And Livvy's just going to tend to her babies. So yeah, with cacao and breathwork, or cacao and movement, cacao and dance. For those of you that are new to the work of cacao, I like to have mine straight, which means no spices, no sugar, nothing to sweeten it, just pure, because it is a medicine, a plant medicine. And the idea behind cacao is that it helps expand your heart chakra. It helps clear ancestral wounds. So any wounds that are from either your mother's side or your father's side, way back to the indigenous times, or however your ancestors have lived, it's about clearing those with each cup and with each ceremony. And when you have it in ceremony, you are not only harnessing the energy of cacao spirit, but you're also harnessing the energy of Mother Earth and the divine. So the masculine and the feminine energies. And when you combine that with breath work and dance, any kind of embodiment practice, it just really amplifies everything. So yeah. Thank you.
Breathe.
Breathe, exactly. So someone's just replied in the comments, so let's quickly acknowledge them. How do you make your cacao? Thank you for asking. So the way I make my cacao is, so as I said at the start, where I source my cacao from is from a beautiful woman named Lena, and she is Australian ceremonial cacao. You can find her online. Remind me to put a link in the comments to her website. So she took it one step further. With the ceremonial grade paste, she has actually given us heart shapes. So when you buy a pack, they come out in heart shapes, which equals to 1 dose. You pop that dose in your blender, you pour some hot water in, and if you feel cold to, you can add pepper. Some people like to add chili, sugar or honey, or if you're vegan, some coconut sugar, or anything that you feel cold to mix it. And
I use coconut oil, cinnamon, and maca powder to mine, and I actually blew it up on the stove.
Oh,
so
okay.
we can do it that way as well.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah. So if you don't have a blender, you get this. Yes.
Do you have to crush the cacao before you put it in?
Well, I haven't got the heart-shaped version yet. I'm still on the old chunks, so I just crush it up. So I crush it up and then put the cacao with coconut oil in first and whisk that.
Yep.
And then I add the water.
Yep.
And then I add in just the cinnamon and the maca powder. And
nice.
It's beautiful.
Can I ask what maca powder is for those who?
So it's a little bit more of a kick, so it gives you a little bit more energy.
Mm-hmm.
It's just one of the health food, like a supplement that you add into,
like a superfood.
Into smoothies or shakes or.
Nice.
Yes.
Yeah, that's beautiful. So so you can make it on the stove like what Livvy says, or if you have a blender like I do, I just chuck the dose in with the hot water, blend it, and then you're good to go, and then you drink it, and then you add a little ceremony. We always set intention in the process of making the cacao, preparing it. So basically, anytime you're in contact with the cacao itself, especially the ceremonial grade, always be present and have intention, because that further amplifies the effects of it once you're in ceremony. So someone else has just commented.
And make a ceremony of it before you drink too, so you set an intention and call in the spirit of cacao.
Yeah.
And you can. There's YouTube has a lot of demonstrations of how to host your personal cacao ceremony.
Yeah.
So do it what you feel. You can do reading, you can do journaling, you can dance, you can do breath work, meditate.
Yes.
It's absolutely like limitless what we can do. Fueled by cacao, right?
100%. Yeah. So someone just asked how to do the ceremony. So that's up to you. Completely, if you're on here, I'm going to say that you're an intuitive person. So once you have the cacao drink, it's all down to intention. So if you have the intention, for example, for gratitude or self-love, what I like to do for ceremony is just basically prepare my altar, have the cacao drink there, and just have crystals, have a grid. You can have plants or affirmations. And what people like to do with their morning routines is as they're drinking their cacao, they're saying their affirmations in their head as they're drinking it. And like I said at the beginning, cacao is really good for expanding your heart space, and gratitude really does that too.
And creating. Cacao's great for creating
and
too.
Creating. Yeah, absolutely. For those of you that paint, journal, the writers, for your business, if you need to create content.
Yes.
The ceremony is typing or writing or drawing as you're sipping the cacao. It can be that easy.
Or it can be even deeper than that. You can actually have it, and you can go on a journey with sound like music. Yes. So it's actually like whatever you can do anything with it. Just make it a ritual.
100%. The
Respect
ritual,
the medicine and
yeah, absolutely. The ritual is you. Really, you're the one that carries the information, and the more you, and it's all about fun, right?
Yeah.
It's experimenting with it. Have some cards. What Livvy said, have some crystal bowls. Oh, if you guys have crystal bowls or any kind of instrument, I encourage you to play it as you're sipping the cacao, or drink the cacao and then play.
Yes.
It's powerful. I love that. Okay, so we don't have any more comments, so I'll just sip some cacao and then we'll do the breath work.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Would you guys actually like to do breath work? Like, should we invite them in?
Yeah, guys, if you want to do some breath work, we've got some more viewers jumping on now, so it's perfect. So for those of you just joining us, we're going to do some breath work, and I'm really excited.
Pull the mind out of the body.
Pull the mind out of the body.
Let's do that.
That is so Livvy. We're going to have a journey right now. Oh, I'm so excited. So for those of you that are going to join us, I'm going to ask that they be in a quiet space.
Yep.
Where you can have the opportunity to have an out of body experience.
Yeah, let's do it sitting up, because what we're actually doing is we're going to pull the mind out of the body. So we're going to do we'll do 22, cycle of 22.
Oh, okay.
So 22 breaths, and the breaths are cycle breathing through the mouth. So it looks like this. 22 of those. And then when we hit 22, we're going to contract the energy centers or chakras, whatever you like to call them, from the bottom all the way up. Inhale, pulling the energy through the centers as we tighten, and hold it at the top of the head. And we're going to hold. We'll hold for 22.
Yeah, okay, we'll hold for 22 counts.
Okay, we'll do 11.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, we don't want anyone that's never done this before to. And if you are pregnant at the moment, or if you have epilepsy or a heart condition, it's best that you don't do this without a spotter or without recommend seeing your GP first. Then let's get the health stuff out of the way first.
Yeah, good idea.
So we'll do a cycle of 11. We'll on the 11th, we're going to exhale and we're going to inhale as we contract all the energy centers or chakras from the root, sacral, and solar plexus, heart, throat, third eye, crown, holding. We'll hold for 11, and then we'll exhale.
Okay.
And so should we do 2 cycles of that? 2 of those processes?
2 cycles? Can we do 1?
We can do, yeah, we'll
do 1. We'll do 1
okay,
for the newbies.
Yes, sweet.
Thank you.
Okay.
I love your enthusiasm.
I love breath work a lot.
I can tell. Okay.
All right, so just finding a comfortable position. We'll just start with 3 inhales first, through the nose and out the mouth. And then a cycle of 11 breaths through the mouth, out the mouth. exhale the air out. Breathing in through the nose, through the energy centers, pulling the mind out of the body. Tightening the centers as we breathe up. All the way to the top of the head. And hold. And exhale. And just allow a moment for stillness. And when you're ready, open your eyes.
Whoa. Can I share what I felt?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. I felt full body tingles. The soles of my feet right now are completely buzzing with like pins and needles type of feeling, but it feels good. And I saw green, I saw purple, I saw white lights just rising up, and the palms of my hand right now are just buzzing.
Yes.
And I feel so much lighter and clear and energized.
Yes.
It was like rush of adrenaline, and it's like, I don't need coffee.
Yes. So we get to do that every day. And how simple is that? How much time did that take?
That took like not even a minute, right?
Yeah, right. So, and we can do like cycles of 11 to build that up. We can go from 11 the first round, and then we can build it up to 22 or 33 or whatever number feels aligned for you.
Yeah.
So we get to like we get to be the scientists in everything that we do. There's no right or wrong way to be or do anything.
Yeah.
The only thing I do suggest with breathwork, of course, like I said, is if you're pregnant or have a heart condition or epilepsy, it's best not to do it without seeing your doctor first, and probably with a practitioner as well.
Yeah.
It's probably best.
Yeah. Makes sense. That is powerful.
I'm buzzing.
Yeah, Livvy's buzzing, I'm buzzing. Guys, if anyone followed the breathwork exercise, please comment what your experience was. I'm really curious to see what everyone felt. Because when you're all doing it together as well, that in itself, when you're doing breathwork in a group or with people online or in person or in a space, that just amplifies the experience too.
Yes.
Right?
And imagine what we're setting out, like when we can get into this space, like where, I'm here now. And I'm actually here now.
Yeah.
And now I'm in that generous present moment. There's no past and there's no future. I'm just now as a new version of self with a new reality.
Yes.
Like if we could all like maintain this moment as all the moments unfold, imagine the ripples we could send across the planet. Imagine the shift by everyone that comes into contact with us.
Yes.
Are experiencing a new, fresh, like a version of us that's not wounded, it has no stories, it has no beliefs, it has no judgment, it has no labels, it just is.
Yes.
And it just is, and it allows everyone to be as they be. And we just get to love. And when we can just love and we can be in the moment, in all the moments in the moment as they unfold, and the love that we get to allow to come from our being and penetrate through from our field into their field, and then that gets rippled to who they see next and to who they see next, and this is how we get to create change.
Yes.
In the beingness and by the choice.
Yes.
And by using the breath. Like that's what's possible.
I couldn't have said it any better. I love that. Thank you so much. That was so articulate. What really stuck with me, what Livvy just said, is leadership. It's all about taking the first step, being the first person to send the ripple or begin the ripple, right? Leadership doesn't always have to be controlling a group or controlling a situation. Like what Livvy was saying that she experienced with Jared and Abby for Together We Rise, is that they know when to step back and to allow the process of spirituality in itself or energy in itself for other people to feel empowered and to access their true being by just being present through breath, the power of breath. So exactly what Livvy said. Imagine what would happen in the world collectively if everybody did that. If everybody took the time to do breath work and to send out the ripple.
And chose to stay in the present.
And choose to stay in the present.
As the new verb, like so there's a trillion realities per second. Do you mind if I just speak of this?
Yeah,
this is
go for
something that I'm just so passionate about. Like
Yeah.
knowing like there's a trillion realities per second. So it's like a film strip, right? So if there's a trillion new realities per second, and we are in this now moment that has never existed before, it means we've never been this version of self before, right? So can this version of self actually have a past? And if it does, is it actually the new version of self's past, or is it the past version of self trying to bring that into the new version of self? Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah.
So what if, and who says that we have to hold on to that? Like, we've already learned all the lessons. We've already learned the lessons, and that information is already stored, and we can access it at any time if we needed to. So who says that we have to hang on to it and bring it into the now? Like, all the information, all the knowledge, all the wisdom, all the lessons, that we already know them.
Yeah.
And if we could, like, in the knowing of knowing that, being the present, like, I'm an actual brand new version of myself in this now moment that's never happened before, it's never existed before. Who do I choose to be? How do I choose to walk? How do I choose to talk? What can I create? How can I give? You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, and I feel like that's a choice that we get to make, and that's who I choose to be, and that's what I'm in the practice of. And this is where I take people that I work with. It's like, what if you let all that go because it's already done? And in the present, we don't need to think like we can create the future, but we don't even have to, like, there's no need to worry about the future because you're so present and you're creating it from the good feeling and the love and all the high vibration, all the chosen elevated emotion that we're choosing, because we're here now. We don't have the stories of the past, like the future's gone.
Yes.
Like, imagine what we do get to create from here.
Yes.
And that's a choice. Like, do we choose suffering or do we choose liberation? Who said we had to hang on to anything? And who says that my way, like, my beliefs don't require anyone else to believe what I believe. This is just where I'm at in my journey, and this is what feels like freedom.
Yeah.
There's no suffering here.
Yes.
It's just joy and bliss and excitement. Even when we navigate contrast, like, oh, this is here for me. Amazing. What is this?
Yes.
What is this? How did I create this?
Yeah.
And taking full ownership, and it's like, I'm feeling it all. I'm creating it all. I'm so powerful. I'm creating everything. All of it.
Yes.
So yeah, this is where we get to come back and like the ownership. Like Jared and Abby have led the way for people like me to remember this.
Yes.
And now I get to teach it to other people as well. Like, not that they teach it exactly, like they're not teaching what I'm speaking into right now. They've activated the part of me that already knew it and gets to speak it.
Yeah.
They've activated the remembrance, like my remembrance. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And I feel like it's a collective like thing that we get to explore as well. We get to explore that. If we're all the same thing experiencing itself,
Yes.
there'll be juiciness for everyone. However they would like to comprehend it or explore it, there's something here that we get to look at and explore. And a possibility, a new possibility. And what if?
Yes.
What if we did?
Can I interpret?
Yeah.
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 So for anyone that's just joining us that are kind of joining the conversation, and what Livvy's so passionate about was you were saying that there's multiple realities at one time.
A trillion realities
per second. Thank you. And so what I gathered from what Livvy was just saying, for myself, how I received it was we all have the choice to just decide we're living the life that we want.
Yeah.
And we have a choice to remove ourselves from our past trauma, our past wounds.
Yeah.
And we have a choice to clear it by just saying, I decide to clear it today and just be and just live as much in alignment as I possibly can in a state of gratitude, peace, unconditional love, all that stuff that we tend to value as spiritual practitioners, right? We're all doing what we're doing. Everyone that's watching right now, I'm 100% sure everyone is a reader and intuitive of some kind and chooses to serve the world and serve humanity by offering their services that way. And isn't that at the root of why we do it? That's the reason, to teach people this in our way, that you don't have to be ruled by your wounds. You don't have to be ruled by your trauma. And you get to decide that you are a powerful being here to do something great with your gifts. Yeah. That's what I'm getting from it.
Yeah. And just the stories matter. Like, does the past, what we've done, like, so I don't share my past because I've already done it. But if anyone wants to know, I was born into trauma. I suffered my whole life. Like the darkest of dark. I should not have survived to my 5th birthday, and I don't have to share that information because I believe that everyone that comes into my now, that gets to be enough. I don't need to know where you've been before this now moment, and they don't need to know where I'm like thinking like, oh my god, we're here.
Yes.
We're here. How are you? How's your journey going? Like, where are you at? What's coming? Like, what's present for you right now?
Yeah.
Not where you were and what you've gone through, and like I didn't need to know that. I'm not interested in that. Like, if they want to share it, I'm open to hearing it.
Yeah.
but it's not something I'm going to ask.
Yeah.
I'm not going to ask like, what was your past? Like, what happened to you? Like, who cares?
Yeah,
Like, I care.
interesting.
If you want to share it, I care.
Yeah.
But it's not a conversation I'm going to lean into when I first meet somebody. I'm not going to be the one asking that question. I'm going to be asking what lights you up. What are you creating right now? What gets you excited?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Because I feel like that's another area that we get to explore too. Like, are we having the old conversations in the new world, or are we creating new conversations where we're like, what more can we do?
Yeah.
What more can we be?
Yeah. Yeah. I love that. And is it okay? I'll just share my view as
Yeah.
well. So, I completely agree with that. I love that. For me, I make the decision to choose my personal story because I feel it connects so deeply to the work that I do. So for me, for example, if I am to do an event and I'm a speaker, I will speak into my past and I will talk about what I went through, what I experienced with my parents, coming from a family of an immigrant refugee and the suffering and like the racism and all that stuff that we encountered. And I personally made the choice to share my past trauma, not to say that that's who I am, but I feel that there are other people.
Yeah, and I do get that as well, and I
Yeah.
have that. It's like just so you know, like we're just like you.
Yeah.
We are in this with you,
Mm.
and like like if you're going through this right now, we've been there, and there's another side. There's a way out,
Yes.
and the way out is to go through.
Yes. Yeah, 'cause it's all about empowering people at the end of the day.
Yeah.
I love that. So I would love to talk about you and what you do, your services, like however
Amazing.
you want to start.
Okay, so what do? I actually don't do a thing. I get it out of the way.
Get out of the way.
I just get it out of the way. I allow myself to be used as a platform, and I'm an energy healer. Although I know that you're not broken, I know no one is broken, but I understand that people don't. Not everyone understands that they're not broken. So I am an energy healer, and there are people that have illnesses and ailments. So yes, I am a healer. I dropped the title for a while. I'm like, wait a minute. Right now, I'm working with my brother restoring his vision. And we get to explore that through the energy work. He's tried all the other avenues, the medications, all the things, and now he's like, let's look at this.
Yeah.
And we're doing, through meditation and tuning into new potentials, and through researching how some procedures take place, like sending electrical currents into the optical nerve. It's like, well, if we're a channel and people experience the energy as electricity, I'm like, why can't I do that? So I'm like watching these videos, and like, I believe I can do that. I know I can do that. So he's like allowing me to explore that way. But essentially, what a session like working with me looks like is I love to take people back beyond the mind.
Okay.
To what we were and who we were before, what we were before we came in. Before we came in is the extension into the soul, and then the extension. So I like to take them back to the absolute, to the neutrality, where it all just is, the isness. And there's no beliefs, there's no stories, there's no identity, there's no gender, there's no past. It all just is, like just the experience of existence. And I take them to explore that place, and then I bring that back into the soul, back into the now, and drop them in, and I can take them from where they're at and bring them, help them to become the observer of self, to become the observer of their program and conditioning, and to invite them into choosing a new way. And so there's two parts to the sessions that I do regularly, and one part is an hour conversation, and it's where we get to go, and it's this is where I'm at, cool. And I allow and speak into and take them to the observer of the human, and then we go beyond the human, because you can't change the mind with the mind, you can't change the program with the program. So it has to be done in the field. So I take them back to the absolute, the thing that we are that's experiencing itself, and I bring it back and allow that energy to come back into their heart. And then after that process, and I invite people back into presence, back into the remembrance of what we are, and back into how to be here now. How to be here now, and to become the observer of this is here. This is here again. I've done this a few times before, noticing the cycles and the patterns and the stories we keep telling ourselves. What must I believe if I'm experiencing this? I invite them into self-inquiry. For me, self-inquiry and breathwork is it. It's everything.
Yes. Can I?
Yeah.
I agree wholeheartedly. I think I have another comment. Blake. Hey, Blake. Aw, that's so awesome. He's here. Blake Lewis is an absolutely amazing photographer. So the photos that we use for our promo for this chat, Blake is responsible for them.
Yes.
My photo and Livvy's photo.
Yes.
He is just
Genius.
beautiful, beautiful soul. Makes you feel so comfortable. Like I fucking hate. I
Just get to
yeah, I get to. Not sure about the swearing rules.
Just a bunch of letters strung together to form a sound and make a word, right? What does that actually mean?
Thank you. I'm not a fan of photos. I'm really not, and I don't know how to pose for photos. But Blake is just so good at just telling you how to angle your face. He does it so naturally. He makes you feel good about yourself, and that really comes through in his work and his photos. So anyone who is new to photography or being photographed, and you know you need some promo shots for your business, hit up Blake. He's awesome.
And he just captures your soul.
He captures your soul. He captures your essence. He captures you entirely. And that really shines through. And like, honestly, when I started using Blake's photos, I got more clients, more people interested.
Yeah.
And of course, like there's other work involved too to get that. But I just feel like people can see and sense
They
more
see
who I
us.
am.
They see our true self.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And they feel the energy through it because what is the thing that the being that is captured.
Yes. Absolutely. So
Thank you, Blake Lewis.
thank you,
We
Blake.
love you.
We love you so much. We just did a whole plug for him.
We get to, right?
Yeah, we get to.
No rules.
Yeah. And so what I just wanted to add to what you were saying about the self-inquiry and breath work, I wholeheartedly agree. When you are given the space to fully step outside of yourself and to really acknowledge and understand your patterns, behavioral patterns. So one pattern, for example, that I feel we can all relate to is our self-talk when it comes to how we see ourselves. Like, for example, I'm so fat, I'm ugly, I'm not good at business, I'm not good at taking photos. We're allowed to, and we get to take ourselves outside of that and just say, where did that come from? Why am I saying that? Whose is that? Where did I pick this up from? Because it's not who I am. Like who we are, we're not afraid of being seen. But we learnt to be afraid to be seen. Yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
So juicy.
Yes. And so when you have the breath work, it's like you get to physically cleanse that out. Like physically release it.
And breathwork, like also for trauma, like releasing trauma through breath.
Yes.
Like all my big exorcisms.
Yeah.
Like where like I've back to Jared and Abby for a moment. I've just been got home from a 7-day retreat in Bali.
Mm-hmm.
And last year was like nearly the shadow work, slaying the dragons, and all where the programming started, the conditioning started, which was in those prime imprinting years. And I was overcoming the self, and I knew that this retreat was going to be icing on the cake. And by day, I think it was the first day, the second day, like I could feel all my childhood trauma leave my body on a 3-hour breathwork journey. Like it was powerful. Wow. And that no longer exists in my being. It's out of the subconscious, therefore it's no longer creating any of the old stuff that I've had.
Yes.
It's just gone. Like I just know it's gone. I felt it leave my body through breathwork. Like how amazing is that?
Wow. That is incredible. We got more comments. Sorry. It's Jax. Hey Jax. Hello Queens. Livvy, get into frame. Yeah.
I was like, just.
Do you want to get into frame? Thank you, Jax. We had some little ones visiting, so that's why Livvy's in and out of frame to tend to her babies. So yeah. Anne Marie.
Hi, Anne Marie.
Hello. Okay, so what were we doing before? Breath work.
And self-inquiry.
Self-inquiry, thank you. And so Jax is here, everybody. Jax has her own show yeah, she has her own show where she channels and she does her magic. And so Livvy was doing her magic at Jax's event, Awaken Your Life Force. Jax is taking that globally, and she's doing amazing things with that. What will we call project? Event? Well, I mean,
Ceremony. Sound ceremony.
Sound ceremony, thank you. And Livvy demonstrated breath work for us there. And that's what we're talking about as well. It's just like the power of breath work and the fact that everyone that we know in the community that are entrepreneurs, conscious entrepreneurs, are understanding the power behind breath work and how that can really help their clients. So anybody who's new to breath work, I highly encourage you to undergo some training for yourself and just really get to experience the power of how much that can release and heal.
And it is safe to do like a 20-minute journey on your own.
Yeah.
If you go a bit longer than that, you probably want to spot her in case you do leave your body, which is a potential.
Yeah.
I've done it a few times, and my little baby has come in right at the right time, put his hand on my chest, and I was like, oh. Like, it brought me back after an hour. It was like, it was the most incredible thing ever. But it's because I understand and I know how to do the breath work.
Yeah.
But for anyone that's not familiar with it, we wouldn't recommend more than 20 minutes. So
Okay.
on your own. So you can do that.
Okay.
Just go on the journey
Mhm.
with some music playing, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, but set an alarm so you do make sure you come
Yeah.
back.
So Jax, scripture. Scripture.
No thanks. Not today.
I had a feeling that's what she was referring to. I was like, what? Launceston has sold out. Yes. So
Yes.
Jax is taking her Awaken Your Life Force event. Like I said, global. She's doing it in Launceston. Thank you. And it's sold out. Congratulations, Jax. That is so amazing.
But of course it did.
Of course
sister.
it did. Yes.
And then we have Sunshine Coast on the 15th of February. If I can just give a plug there as well.
Yeah. Go for it.
Anyone on Sunshine Coast or Brisbane that would like to come up and experience Awaken Your Life Force sound activation ceremony, Jax and the Angels will be there. I will be in the room sharing my medicine, my magic. Which back onto that. Like, so after the self-inquiry, we take them to the space where and invite them as the observer and back into the presence and teaching them how to bring self-inquiry into their daily life. We go into the field, so you get to go in the field. You get to go in the field, and this is where the magic takes place, and these beings come through me, and you pull out, like you can seek and pull out any dense energy. We can work on injuries, we can pull the energy, because what is energy? Essentially, it's trapped emotion, right? So we get to sense that, and we get to like just rip it out, and then we have these beautiful beings that clear the field, and then they have Archangel Metatron comes through and he recodes people's electromagnetic field, and then we channel in new codes and give them an activation, a greatness activation, which Jared Barthen is actually, it's his voice, it's his activation, and I get to channel the frequency of that into the beings, into the humans. So essentially, like, yes, I channel, I reconnect people back with universal frequencies, with each other, with themselves and Earth. So it's the reconnection involves the baselines of it are Reiki and reconnective healing, and it's just expanded, like the channels just open and they're like, what if you do this? Like, what if you do? So I get to be the scientist of it, and as new ideas of possibilities come through, I just play like, okay, let's try this.
Yeah.
So it's not one thing anymore. It's its own unique medicine.
Yeah.
It's powerful. It's really powerful.
That's at Awaken Your Life Force?
No, this is my individual.
Okay, thank
but
you.
what I do at Awaken Your Life Force is I also, like, where I'm guided to go.
Yeah.
And when we do, there's, a piece where we connect with other humans, and I get to like bring those fields together and then connect it back to the universe and then bring it back down. Like, it's just, and it's all just guided, and like I said, I do nothing, I get the hell out of the way. And just allow.
We've got more comments. I was saying my show is strip show, stripping off the ego.
Yes, it absolutely is. Yes.
I love that. Yes. Your magic is amazing. Yes, Livvy, your magic is absolutely
Thank you,
amazing.
sisters.
And the way you describe your sessions is incredible, and the light. Never mind.
I can put that wine down.
No, it's okay. It was my
No.
yeah, so we were talking about Awaken Your Life Force and what Livvy does there, and we were just talking about your sessions as well.
Yeah.
They sound so interesting. So how could I ask more about reconnected healing? Like, what is that? Did you create that yourself?
No, so Dr. Eric Pearl is behind reconnected healing. So what reconnected healing is frequency work. So Reiki is energy,
Yep.
reconnected healing is frequency.
Mm,
And the further away, we actually are, is it gets more powerful.
okay.
So I can be over here with the person on the table,
Yeah.
and it's stronger than me. And you're just playing with their field, and it's really hard to describe. But there is information you can find him on YouTube, and
Your YouTube.
no,
His
YouTube.
His YouTube, yeah.
And I came across it on purpose, but I wasn't looking for it. And I watched one video, and I'm like, oh my god, I have to experience this. And I just knew that this was something I had to do.
Yeah.
So I found a lady in Brisbane, and she gave me a session, and it was the first time I had my eyes open, and I saw exactly what she was doing, but I was so deep, my eyes actually didn't open. But it was like I was looking at her.
Wow.
But I'm like, I'm so sorry, I couldn't stop watching you. She goes, you didn't open your eyes once. You were really deep. And I'm like, but I saw you, and I got up and I showed her, and she goes, yeah, I was doing that, but you didn't open your eyes. I watched you. So this is how I know that it's different, because all the work, so reconnected healing is a part of it. And what I did, I went and got the reconnection, the attunement, and then I've just been taught, from my guides, from these beings that come through me, what to do, where to go, how to move, where they want my hand, it's not me.
Wow.
It's
Wow.
just okay, use me.
Yeah. So it's from what I'm understanding, it's similar to Reiki in that you have your guide. So those of you that are Reiki healers that are watching right now, you get your attunement. Same with reconnected healing, and it's all about letting source step in and do the work. And you're the channel.
With reconnected healing, I got the attunement, but then there was a next step, which was to go to a 5-day what do you call it? You go away for 5 days and you learn how to use it.
Okay.
How to do it their way.
Yeah.
And I got home and I was just playing, and I just knew that I didn't I was guided and you just do this.
Yeah.
And you just do. Then I was just being guided, and then I started practicing. I practiced on people for a year, and they were getting off the table feeling a shift, and I'm like, okay. So I wasn't taught how to do it.
Yeah.
It's what I saw when I was receiving it.
Yeah.
That showed me how to do it, and then what I hear and what I feel and what I know, and then it's I just use me. Where do you want my? And I might be down here, and then my hands all of a sudden go to a knee.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, there's something here. And then, because I don't speak through the session, but then I ask them again, have you had meetings with me before? I'm like, oh yeah, I've done this years ago or whatever. So it's something's still there, and we get to pull it out.
Wow.
So yeah, it's so fascinating.
That is so fascinating. And so the person that's behind that is
Dr. Eric Pearl is the guy behind the reconnected healing. Yeah.
Is he offering any trainings at the moment?
I have no idea. I have not even jumped on I haven't seen anything of it or explored it for I think it's been 2014. I believe I got that experience, and that's when I started doing healing work. So yeah.
Incredible. And so we're in Livvy's office right now, so you're available for
in person and by distance. So how it works by distance is we just jump on WhatsApp.
Yeah.
I can be contacted on Facebook, and we can discuss how the session works. Then we connect on WhatsApp. We do it through that because there's no time limit. And we can either break up and have the full 2 hours in one hit, or we can go an hour here, which allows a couple of days for that information, that activation to kick in and start playing with it. And then we jump in and do the actual in the field and allow all the things.
Yeah, that is so powerful. How's everyone going for sound? Just let us know how we're going. If you can hear us. I always like to check.
We can turn down
if that's
Can you just turn it down, buddy?
So we're about a few minutes left. So Livvy can be accessed on via WhatsApp, Facebook. Do you have a Facebook page?
Yeah, so I
Yeah.
have sorry, jump back. I have a business page called Life Rejuvenation.
Yep.
It's a Facebook page. I'm also on Life Rejuvenation on Instagram. I'm more on Facebook than Instagram now, and I have no idea why. I think there's too many things, and I don't have that much time to be on social media.
Yeah.
So I do use Facebook more than Instagram, and I can be direct messaged. Yeah, either on my Facebook page or on my private page. And yeah, I'm open to serving humanity, and this is how I get to be of service.
I love it. And Livvy will you be Sunday? You'll be there?
I will be there, yes.
Yeah,
Conscious
okay.
Leaders Sunday, yeah, so get in the room.
Yes, Conscious Leaders, we had a chat about it at the start of the live. So it's happening this Sunday. It's a fortnightly gathering. It's at Brisbane, Sunshine Coast, and Gold Coast. Livvy here is going to be there. So if you want to come meet her in person, come say hi, learn more about what she does.
Come and have a hug. You receive an energy in the hug. So when I hug people, it's with intention. It's like, what do you need right now? And I allow it to channel through into them. Yeah.
I want to say something about this lady. So when I first met Livvy, my first time at Conscious Leaders, I received a hug from her, and it was powerful. It was, and exactly felt how she described it. She sets the intention to give what she feels you need in that time.
No, not what I.
Oh, what? Sorry, what?
Whatever you need.
What? Yeah, thank you.
I allow it.
Source.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. And you can feel it. And I haven't had a hug like that in so long. It's just so much love, so much healing, and it fills your cup. So if you want to get your cup filled by the community, Conscious Leaders, and also by this beautiful human here who does this for a living. She loves hugs, and you can feel it. And it's, yes, I can vouch for this beautiful lady. You will receive exactly what you need when you are in touch with her for her sessions and when you get a hug from her. And like I said, you can talk to her more about booking a session with her at Conscious Leaders.
Yes.
Get your butts in there. It's awesome. Yes. I love it.
And who's our guest speaker this week?
Our guest speaker is Matthew Liam Gardner. I'll let you.
So Matthew is one of the 4 that created Conscious Leaders from their living room on the Gold Coast. Living room, their home. I think the first event had like 30 people in their lounge room. And then it was a weekly thing until it got too big, and they got a notice from their landlady or the real estate, whatever it was, that they had to either stop it or find somewhere else. And what they did is found somewhere else, and it's grown and grown. Now it's growing to more areas. I believe, yeah, like you said, there's Gold Coast, Brisbane, Sunshine Coast.
Yep.
I believe there's one in Bali.
Yes, I believe
yeah,
so.
they did do one in Bali.
Yeah.
And Matthew is heading to Bali on Monday. He's moving to Bali. So this is our last chance to connect with one of the geniuses behind this movement.
Wow.
And like I said, like, Together We Rise was the container, and it's like everyone needs to get in this container. What we're doing in Together We Rise is we're raising like 300,000. Well, we know we don't have to put a limit on it now. It's in April. Can we post an event link to that event?
Yeah, I'm sure we can. Yeah,
all the events, like the Conscious Leaders and
link to you as well.
Yeah,
yep, absolutely.
Yeah, so it's Together We Rise is a movement. Like, it's all these communities are coming together as one big community for the same mission, the same reason. We're here to serve humanity. We're here to raise the consciousness of the planet. We're here in love. We're here to be in this together, to love and support each other in whatever medicine it is we have, whoever we be. We are all leaders. We are all leading somebody, even if it's ourselves. And because we're all each other's teachers, like, that makes us a leader instantly.
Yeah.
Everyone's each other's teacher.
Absolutely.
Like, you're my leader and I'm your leader. We like leader homies.
I love that. I love that so much. How do you feel about this?
How can you help out an old woman? What do you need, Donna? How can we serve you?
This is a good segment, actually. Yeah, reach out to the audience.
Yeah. What is coming up for you, Donna? Like, do we have time to?
Sarah, do we have time?
And you're always welcome to contact one of us. Personally, if you have something that you're experiencing right now and you're finding it hard to navigate, you could reach out to us and have a conversation, and we can definitely support you. And we would love to actually support you and help you shift in this moment, because we get to.
Yeah.
And it doesn't cost a thing for a conversation.
Absolutely. So we'll hang back just for a couple more minutes for Donna to respond. Otherwise, Livvy, you might like responding when we go off live.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep, okay, cool.
That's
So,
fine. Yes.
Livvy would love to reach out to you. Okay, Jack's put up
Yes,
the thank you, Jax.
In it, on it.
Yeah.
So get in the room. Tickets for Conscious Leaders Brisbane is only $25.
Yeah.
Yes. It is a space that once you come, you'll know that this is where you belong and where you are so welcome. In all of you is welcome exactly as you are. There's no one that you have to be in this container. No matter who you are, no matter where you are at in your journey, no matter what it is you do, this is a flag in the ground. You get to come home and just be with a community that will love the absolute heck out of you.
100%. So this is for anybody. Like we said, we have a spiritual community right here, Spiritual Events Directory. So if you guys want more in-person experiences, this is a perfect opportunity to experience that.
Yeah, and more connections
More connections.
Yeah,
absolutely.
meet more people like you that are doing the things you're doing or not doing the things you're doing, but who we can learn from. We get to learn new information every fortnight. It's so incredible. I'm addicted.
Yeah.
Are you addicted?
I'm addicted. That's why we're we can say we're part of the support crew, right?
Yeah, we're a support crew. Yes.
Yeah, so if you want to come
choose conscious leaders, we just do.
Yeah, absolutely. So if you want to come grab a hug from us, from Livvy especially, 100% get yourself in there.
Yes.
And for anyone that's commenting as well, Livvy will respond to you.
Yeah, Donna, I'm going to message you when we finish this live, sister.
Yay. Amazing.
Thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
sharing your energy today and coming to my home, and the cacao. Thank you, Lena, for the cacao.
Thank you, Lena.
Thank you for everyone that's taken time out of your day to witness us and be in this conversation. It's just been such an honor. So
thank you.
Aho.
Bye.
Bye, guys.